Hello and welcome back to All Under Heaven. It's been a few days since I last played, so I think it's a good time to just take a step back, think about where things are, and kind of just do a little reset. Do a, okay, have we checked this recently, have we checked that recently kind of episode to start with, just to make sure that everything is where it should be. Now, there was something in the comments talking about this vassal limit thing. We played a mod recently called After the End, and after the end, in their administrative thing, we had a problem where basically the people who had family titles were counting towards vassal limit, right? Like, for instance, this guy right here would count towards vassal limit. This caused us huge problems because we had a ton of family members and none of them were useful at all, and they were counting towards vassal limit and just dragging us down. Now, this guy right here, we cannot get rid of very easily. There isn't a very easy way to get rid of them. There was a very easy way to get rid of them in that mod, but here, not such an easy way to get rid of them. So, effectively what I'm saying is, they might be counting, but it doesn't really matter if they do count towards vassal limit. We can't really do anything to them to force them out. I guess we could land them and then make them independent, but that seems like a little extreme. We've got better ways of fixing our vassal limit. Next thing from the comments, question on our concubines. How many can we have? 3. Okay, well, that was a nice quick question. You can have 20 in one situation only, where you are the Huangdi. No other situation can you have more than 3. Well, at least no other situation for this character. I don't know actually whether anywhere else in the game has like 5 or something, but anyway, 20 is the Huangdi's one, so there you go. Right, now we have to take a second and have a look at a couple of different things. I'm just deciding where I want to start. We could start with sorting out our vassal limit. I think that could be an alright place to start. Let's go in here. Now, the obvious fix to our vassal limit is that we currently have a ton of duchies underneath us. We could just create kingdoms. That's a really easy fix to our vassal limit, and I think it's probably a good one. The only thing we have to make sure is that we don't give away kingdoms that have land that we want, right? Oh yeah, also, there are people worried about the Mongol invasion. I don't think that starts till 1200. I don't think we need to worry. Like, we've still got 32 years. An awful lot can happen in 32 years. I mean, how long have we been playing? This guy's like... He's 98? When did we start playing him? When he was 18? So that's 80 years plus whenever. Like, actually, yeah, when did we take over? It can't tell because it's a new title. Oh, actually, you know what? I could use the family title to find that out. Let's have a look here. So, it's down here somewhere, right? Yeah, the U family. There we go. So, oh, actually, we can see exactly there. So, 1066 is when we started playing as him. So, we're near enough 100. Well, we're 102 years, pretty much, right? So, what we're saying is the Mongols are going to spawn in like 1/3 of the total time we played so far. A lot can change in that amount of time, so we'll worry about them a little bit closer to when they're actually going to spawn. And even then, when they spawn, I'm assuming... I actually don't know where they spawn now, but I'm assuming they're going to still spawn, like... Would it be, like, here? There's a chance they go to Hindustan, at which point they can deal with the problem, although Hindustan appear to be falling apart, so who knows. Anyway, none of that's relevant to what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is we're giving away kingdoms. So, we should have a kingdom over here that we can give away, right? Do we have Amdo? No, I could create Amdo, but I don't think that's the one I'm looking for. Hexy? Ah, we have Hexy. So I think I should just give away Hexy. Which one of these guys do I want to give it to? My half-brother? I mean, I gotta say, you're high on the list due to being my half-brother. Anyone else? No? Okay, I'm gonna give it to my half-brother. Just confirming, he is part of the Kingdom of Hexy. It would block us anyway if it wasn't, so there we go. We're going to give him that person. And we're going to then have to transfer some vassals, but that's okay. So he should desire things now, which is fair. So we now grant him that one. We now grant him that one. And we now grant him that one. Wonderful. So that helps us a little bit. Why am I down here? I must have given away somebody who was giving me a bonus to stewardship. Okay, we can worry about that in a bit, because there's ways to fix these problems. So now I'm 2 over. Kingdoms. Do I have the Shia kingdom? Yes. Alright. So now we just have a look at this, and we just go through these people and go, okay, who do we want to give that to? I don't really have anyone, like, in particular I want to give it to. I recognize Governor Mikimote. Did he not come to our coronation? You know what? You can have this. Now, you're also going to desire some more things. Yep, so I'm going to grant you that one. I'm also going to grant you that one, and I'm going to see what else you desire. Is it the one above? It is. Okay, and I'm going to grant you that one. There we go. So, that now looks a little bit nicer already. Wonderful. We are now severely, well, we're now securely below our vassal limit. I mean, what is our vassal limit? So, we're 83 of 86, which is pretty perfect as far as things go. So, that's fine. Next step. Let's find out what's been, or what lowered our stewardship. Yeah, so we're at 11 of, instead of being at 12, so... something has dropped off slightly there. You're still managing domain. Ah, we lost our grand mentor. Well, there we go. So, I'm going to make it this guy, and he's going to raise our stewardship, which means we're now above that limit again. Anyone else I need to fix? Let's start with Chief Administrator. Is there anyone better here? Nope. Okay. Thought I'd check, because they're the one that make everyone else better, so it's always good to check them first. I can go up to good here. What does that give us? That gives us an increase to renown. Anyone actually have a short reign negative towards us currently? Short reign. No, nobody cares about the fact that we've been ruling for a short amount of time. Let me do opinion of you negative. Do you care that I've been ruling for a short amount of time? Not at all. Okay, cool. In which case, we don't care about that one, so we could in theory switch you onto either of these other ones. So development growth and control growth, and then that. Yeah, I don't really need any of that, so that's fine. I'm happy to just leave you doing whatever you're doing. Master Physician is currently excellent, and it's good not to switch them because they get better and better and better over time, so it's fine. Guru could raise our learning, but I don't need you to. You're making our armies better. I'm perfectly happy for you to continue making our armies better. You're continuing to improve our artifacts. You could give us 2 stewardship as well. I always forget that you can give stewardship. And you give court grandeur. I should consider using you occasionally to do that. But they're kind of new. I mean, I don't need it now, but... yeah, these are kind of new, so I haven't fully got these locked in yet. But that's cool. Okay, lieges there and other court positions may gain skills. I'm happy to continue gaining skills in this character, so that's fine. Wet nurse is continuing. Eunuch, you are keeping an ear to the ground. Are we happy for you to do that? Yeah, I think so. Right. Now, we could put in some people down here, and some of these ones... actually, I do want a Grand Scribe anyway for the renown. Let's just chuck that person into the position. Some of these ones down here... also tempted to put someone in there. They give you stress loss increases. So we should put them in to just reduce the amount of stress we're gaining. So let's do that. And what's this? You'll write a poem? Yeah, that's fine. Master of Music? We'll again put in someone here just to increase the amount of stress loss we get. Now you're giving us legitimacy currently. I don't actually need you to give me legitimacy. So I can switch that off and save a little bit of prestige per month that we don't need to waste. Cupbearer? That's mostly just court grandeur. Although, this paid for itself last time we looked, right? So let's have a look here. So this is... well, it's cost me prestige anyway, so I don't really care. But yeah, this makes us... well, only 0.1. And there's an extra 1 there in our treasury, so... yeah, it's still kind of worth it. I'd happily turn, like, 1 prestige into 1 gold. That's Fair. Food taster. Might be nice to have anyway if we've got somebody who doesn't hate us in the position. You're about to die, so let's put somebody who's not about to die in that position. Yep, keeping an ear to the ground. Let's put in some people to be our guardsmen, because we might as well have some people in here. Okay. Palace artisans. We have one terrible palace artisan. Might as well. It doesn't really matter. I guess it costs us money per month, but you know what? We'll put in one. And these will give us renown per month, just having you sitting there, like, thinking about things. So yeah, why don't you think about crowns? Why don't you think about getting us a better crown? Okay, cool. Do I need a master craftsman? Maybe. I mean, the development growth in the realm capital is nice. Yeah, I guess I'll put in one. I mean, how much does it cost? Yeah, again, it doesn't really cost anything, so you might as well do that. Here, I don't really need any of this, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yes, this is quite nice to have, like a champion improve skills, so I might as well have you do that. But beyond that, I don't really need anything. That makes sieges quicker. You, I definitely need. I'm going to put this person into... Actually, I'm going to put my nephew in here. Do I need either of these? I can make handgunners better. I don't think I have any. And then this one I don't think I need at all, right? Yeah, I actually don't need this one. Although, again, it could be good if somebody's got a martial lifestyle. Yeah, let's put it in... Let's try and find somebody else. Yeah, let's put in you, and then you can gain some more martial life. Actually, you're already doing things. I'm trying to find somebody who isn't already, like, in a bunch of positions. You. Let's put you in there, and then you can gain martial lifestyle experience. Yeah. That sounds fine. Cool. Right, so that's all of that. Do I have a better wet nurse? Nope, that's our only option. Okay. Cool, I have 4 prisoners. Give me 30 gold. Give me 100 gold. Give me 11 gold. You might as well just leave. What do you mean, will not accept being castrated? Like, surely that's not your choice. Anyway, he'll probably accept the hook after he's out of money. That's fine. Okay, next thing. Do we have any hand gunners that we want? I could potentially get rid of these guys for one. Let me ditch these guys. The fire lancers? Hand gunner. Yeah. That I think is fine. Yeah, you are archers. Okay. What do they counter? I don't know anything about these guys. Generally counter heavy infantry, in turn countered by heavy cavalry and light cavalry. Alright, we can have one of them. Okay. Do I want to increase it up to full? No, because I can't afford that. But I am going to put you on probably increasing their siege. Oh, actually, what you want to do is you want to have them on Forge Fire Dragons, get them to a max size, and then reduce max size. Yeah, so we'll save up a little bit of money for them. Okay. Watcher of the Hills needs a worthy successor. Yep. Yep, you do. If this doesn't have any button here, that generally means there is a worthy successor. They're just not a knight or something. Occasionally. I think it fixes itself if you wait a little bit. You can station a men-at-arms unit. Alright. Seeing what my options are here. Yeah, I guess you can go here. That seems fine. Cool. Your daughter can marry. So, daughter is going to be marrying somebody in this. There's 500 people in the list. Let's go inheritable traits. You're going to marry this genius. Wonderful. Are we happy with that? Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Right, anything else? No, we're still shaping the realm. That'll finish when Hamlets finish. Right. Okay. And I don't want to create China until I have shaped the realm. Awesome. Anything else I need to do before I unpause? No, I think I unpause right now and let some of these things happen. Right. That's fine. Okay. Let's get the people out of our prison. So yeah, he'll accept a hook here now because he doesn't have any money. And we weren't able to offer that previously because he had money. Right, yeah, nothing there. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait on that one then. It's all fine. Right. Just chill. Just wait for that guy to leave our prison, which he now has. Wonderful. Chief Eunuch position is vacated. I need a new Chief Eunuch. Unless anybody wanted to volunteer, I guess I'm just going to have to go recruit somebody. Right. Let's see. Somebody's claimed my title. Who did that? My vassal claimed my title? Wait, no. No, yeah, my vassal claimed my title. Okay. Don't care. A worthy Chief Eunuch. Do I want the terrible guy or the good guy? I gotta tell you, it's a tough choice between the guy who is awful and the guy who's good. But I'm gonna go with the guy who's good. I know. Everyone's very surprised, but it just had to be the right choice there. Was he anything else or was he just Chief Eunuch? I think he was just Chief Eunuch. Yeah. Okay, in here. Grand Censor. We can upgrade a little bit if we wanted to. I'm going to upgrade to you. You love me and you're pretty good at the job. Grand General, we could upgrade potentially. Yeah, I could take an upgrade here. I mean, I know this guy doesn't like me, but it doesn't really matter for that position. This one, Grand Treasurer, you are the best person available. You're currently collecting me taxes. How much is that actually worth? Let's just do this here. Oh, I just want you to switch you on to anything else. These all have to go on to a specific province. Yeah, okay. Well, you're going to do that. So 49,01417. Yeah, so it's like a couple of golds. Would we prefer you just being in our capital raising development? Probably, right? Do we have some modifiers? We have a ton of modifiers for development, and this gives you flat development progress, right? Yeah, it gives you 3.77. And we have a ton of modifiers. So what's our current? It's currently going up by 4.7. Let's stick this guy on here. It is now going up by 10.7. Yeah, that seems pretty worth it. I think that seems like that would be probably worth more over time. And then you are the best person who does that job, and you are the best person who does that job. Perfect. I'm happy with you sitting doing domestic affairs, I think. Then you are doing religious relations, which I don't really care about, but to be honest, I don't really need you to do anything. So, yeah, that's fine. Wait, where are you increasing control? It's just a random province, right? It's not even one of mine, it's just one that happened to have low control. Yeah. Alright, well, whatever. I think that's actually probably an okay use of your time. Right. What is control map mode? Control is this, right? Yeah, so they're there. There are some that have even worse control. But, yeah, I think work on one at a time. Seems reasonable. Okay, do we want to do marrying off of court people? Also, what am I? I'm content, cynical, and chaste. Yes, there's not a lot I can do to lower my stress, like, actively without doing an activity. I guess we could do an activity. Yeah. Let's have a look at unmarried court first and just see, do I want to marry them off? There's only 24 people who are unmarried. I think we could. Let's start by doing... let's do the women. So, as is usual, we're only doing like ones who can still have children. So we'll start from you and we'll work our way. So you're my concubine. You're my cupbearer. As you've got a job, I'm going to marry you off matrilineally. And I'm going to marry you to that person. There we go. Next. My wet nurse. Again, as you have a job, I'm going to marry you off to, I don't know, that person. I'm not spending a huge amount of time picking. I'm just basically picking some. So you're a concubine. So again, you're not relevant here. You again have a job. So we'll marry you matrilineally, not to my... Wait, how can you marry matrilineally to my brother-in-law? Ah, because my half-sister is dead. Oh, sure, you can matrilineally marry my brother-in-law. That's acceptable. Right, you're 61 and my concubine, and you're my forward scout. That's fine. Okay, next we're going to go for men. And then we just marry all of them off, so... should be nice and quick. So we're just going to go through here, and basically just going to pick whoever is top on the list. We're not going to be picky, unless it's a member of our family, in which case we will be picky. But until then, we're just going to like go through the list and go, how about you, how about you, how about you? Just marry them off. Okay, you. Hope those weren't the 3 who were in my court who have just married off to other people. Nobody wants to marry you, but if I take away the inheritable trait thing... Oh no, everyone in my court had a job, right? So, yeah, it wouldn't have been any of them because it would have told us. Okay, you. We're going to limit it again with this. Nope. Okay. It's going to be you. That's Tal. You. Go with this person. I've realized a problem that I'm going to run into very, very soon. Yes, I need to change this to be like 15 years. There we go. Anyone got any inheritable traits? Nope. What if I go for all here? And adult. No. Okay. Let's just go all adult for the rest ones. Or for the rest of them. Right. So that's you. Alright, that person. Again, we're not spending a huge amount of time picking people for them to marry, because there's a huge amount of people who need to marry. So, although I shouldn't have married you off to the person with the negative trait, but whatever. Yeah, there's just a huge amount of people who need to marry, so we might as well do it like this, and just very, very quickly go through them. There we go. Hishang can't marry. Remember that our previous character was effectively the Hishang, and by being Minister of Rights, and couldn't marry, and was effectively a religious figure at one point? Crazy. Anyway, let's do that. Right. Hey, accolade successor found. Oh, I was already searching for one. That's why the button didn't exist. What did I just... I just clicked something crazy in there. They just put another thing in the middle, one of these pop-ups, just like, hey, why don't you just have an extra pop-up right in the middle of these other pop-ups? Right. I have no idea what I agreed to. I'm trying to think what a 3-option pop-up would even be. I'm hoping it wasn't anything too bad. Somebody might have a hook on me now. Let's see, does anyone have a hook on me? We can see. Nope. Okay. Can't have been that bad. So now, we should have... You are unmarried. Okay. Marry that person. Next, you're my eunuch. You, for some reason, didn't marry, so you're going to marry that person. Okay. That's fine. Let's wait for those 2 to go through. And there's another one. Right, so now we have a huge amount of people in our court. I'm going to go for women. So you're concubine, 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 about to die. Right, that's fine. So that gives us a whole bunch of new people in our court as well. I got this for a while, popular opinion. Nice, I'm about to finish Hamlets, which is good. We should hold an activity in order to reduce our stress. What would we want to hold? Well, as much as I hate to do this, having just left this menu. Oh, no, we have a Master of the Hunt. I was going to say we want to hold a hunt, given that we're a military person. So, let's do hunt. And then we probably want to hold it over here where there's a stag sighting. And hunting grounds? Yeah, let's do that. Do I need mercenary guards? I do not. So let's go for this. Let's go for... It's way too expensive. Do I actually care about the prestige? No. My goal is recreation. And then in here... I want to say no friends, no potential friends, no confederates, no nearby adventurers, no lovers, no potential lovers, no glory hound vassals, no close family, no liege, suzerain, or vassals. no tributaries, no knights, no fellow vassals. And now we're wondering, why is this person still invited? Are they a court hunter? They are a court hunter, okay. Everyone should be under 18 days now? They are, perfect. If I do knights, are we still under 18 days for everyone? 20 days? I'll take a 20 day. 20 days fine. What we want to avoid is anyone having a huge amount of travel time, because if they have travel time, it delays the start of the event. So, let's do that. And let's go. Right. So we're going to head over here. Falconry practice. I gaze out on the horizon before me, the dawn sun ushering in a day full of promise. My master of the hunt, gentleman Sengun Bilge of the Ibakid family, sidles up with my raptor in hand and twinkle in his eyes. I know we have a hunt to get to, but what a clear morning. With hunger in your bird's belly and dew chilling on the ground, prey will be ripe for the taking. My raptor's claws would be all the better honed for the sport to come. So I can practice falconry for 20 years, but we're not doing a falconry hunt. Or I can just get myself some prestige. But it'll make this person dislike me, so like I guess I'll do this. Delay 10 days. Okay. Now it's 3 months till it begins, but actually it's until everybody arrives until it begins. Which is a subtly different thing. Because you see, that started much sooner than 3 months. So there we go. Right. Now we're holding a hunt. Stalking the stag. We want to seek the stag, right? Because everything else is just worse. Yeah. Oh, you've improved this. This now gives 0.02 development growth. Almost nothing, but okay. Emperor, look at all these useful herbs and flowers here. This one can soothe aches. This one aids a broken ankle. This one wards off holy fire. And say, get back on your horse. What's that flower? My physician will have what she needs, or are you practicing witchcraft? I'll say my physician will have what she needs. A Buddhist hermit. While in pursuit of my prey, I stumble upon an aesthetic raising falcons. Marvel at the beauty of my birds. You must be a prestigious hunter, I reply, eager to hear tales of his exploits. No, far from it. These birds are never set loose to kill. It is in contravention of the teachings of Buddha. Is it just to prevent the natural course of things? I can deceive the monk and get a hunting raptor, give him a good deal. I will go and hunt with the others instead, or I admire his principle. I will go and hunt with the others instead and increase my success chance. Hamlet's finished. Wonderful. And I lost some treasury stuff due to suspicious activity. Let me close this a second. Actually, we'll do that when we're finished. Yeah. Right. What are we going to go for? Non-perilous, non-stressful. Yep, that's what we want. The foragers. The forest truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the stag flees in panic from the foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. Surely there must be a better way to do things in Chengdu today than picking roots and mushrooms. So deny them the forest, which lowers popular opinion, give them a donation, or these are their ancient rights. Well, let's have a look. Do I care about popular opinion here? Nope. So I'm gonna say, I don't care. Right. Let's see. It failed at an 80% chance. Okay, did I at least lose stress? I lost some stress. That's nice. I lost 49. Gained the hunter trait, which means I gain more stress loss in general. And on top of gaining more stress loss, I also lose more stress when I do hunts, because I'm a hunter. So we got some experience in a couple of these things. We're almost at level 1 bow, which is good. It'll be a tiny little health boost. And some people got some glory. It's nice. So we're down a stress level. As an improvement, I guess. We now have another champion, apparently. Okay. Right, we've arrived home. Let's send this child to children's examination. They were stressed. I need a guardian for my son. Do I? I'm just checking here on the correctness of that statement. No, I have a guardian for my son. This person. So I don't need a guard. I could specifically set one, is what it's saying, but I'm not going to. Shape the realm. I've done this. Wonderful. I get my legitimacy, I get my prestige, and I lose some stress. That's nice. Okay. Next thing that I want to do is probably hold another event, right? Yeah, we probably want to hold a feast, which is a good way of losing stress. I'm gonna hold that in our capital this time. Don't care about prestige gain. Don't care about that. Gonna do recreation. I do care about the guest list. Once again, we're gonna prune the guest list a little bit. Just minorly. Right, so nobody's invited to start with, so we're all at 0 days. Let's invite courtiers. They're all at 0 days. Fantastic. Court guests. Don't see anything that isn't 0 there. Oh, 95. You're sneaking in there. Wait, you're a courtier? Courtier sneaky in there with 95 days. Court guests. Because we just want the feast to fire, basically. But we want to invite people to it so that we actually get an event, any event. So let's do that. 20 characters. Start feast. Wonderful. Let's go. Right. Let's do that and then that. Your Majesty, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel. It's gone bad. It's all gone bad. Let's say we should all pitch in and I gain some money. I like that. I like gaining money. Okay. Back to the feast. New powerful family. Wait. Oh, it's a different member of the Zhao Dynasty. Okay. This one, we take the 163 stress loss, and now we're feeling much better about our stress. Grand Mentor is dead. He was mangled by a leopard. Okay. This person became my friend. That's my concubine and court physician. That's a really good person not to hate us. Right. I need a new Grand Mentor. A new Grand Mentor is going to be you. And you're going to improve all of my stats. Wonderful. So we can continue having increased stewardship. Right. Mutual spirits. I like this person apparently. Friendship. I'm getting closer to liking this person. More of my courtiers. My daughter has come of age, and she's a golden sovereign. Wow, top level stewardship education. Well done her. Okay. And we have our final toast. Celebration's over. We lose a ton of stress because we're a drunkard. This place gets even more development growth, and we get some progress towards the eager reveler trait. Right. Finished feast. Hostile faction is gone. And our stress is also gone. Wonderful. Daughter can marry. Let's go in here. Let's just set the marriage court filter up with a inheritable traits option. I don't know. Let's just go, prestige gain. Yeah, you're not marrying my nephew. You're gonna marry that person. Wonderful. Chance of them being inbred, that's fine. Right. Cool. The rest of that seems okay. We could meditate in seclusion, but I don't need to right now. I think we are now in an okay spot where we could do other stuff. Also, do I really only have 3 sons? Yep. That does appear to be correct. Okay. I was thinking we had a lot of children, not a lot of sons. That is true. Okay. I suppose somebody just wants to be my vassal. They're not against it as much as you might think, but yeah, they are against it. Okay, so next thing I want to do is look in here and look in here. So everyone else is only at 6%. Wait, so that's my vassal. My vassal is second in most power, or most land, and then my other vassal is third. Ah, okay. So we could reform China right now and become a Huangdi. Or we could conquer the remaining lands. Which is this land right here. I am kind of tempted to just conquer the remaining lands, but I'm also I'm tempted to see what the other option is if we just become Huangdi. I also would very much like to get... where's our old capital? Is it this one? Get the Kefang Palace. No, wait, that must already be my vassal. Let me do this. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, I would very much like to get that back, but I think you're my ally still, right? Yeah, I'm fairly certain you're my ally. Okay. You know what? Let's claim the Mantle of Heaven. Let's see what happens. We should save. Saving is purely if something horrible goes wrong and it's unexpected, then we reload. But most of the time we're not going to reload. It's just in case it crashes or something horrible happens. Right. Claim Mandate of Heaven. What? Wait. Amidst the divided China, the heavens never failed to seek out one worthy of celestial favor. The next to wield the very highest of mandates, the dynastic cycle must flow, and thus I have been chosen by the heavens. Why do our domicile buildings exchange for gold? My family title surely stays, so why is it destroyed for gold? That's weird. Am I not meant to have a family title when I'm in charge? Maybe that's why the family title didn't work, as you would expect. Anyway, yet renown, influence, vassal opinion, legitimacy, and celestial ruler opinion. Every de jure ruler of the hegemony of China within your realm who is not a republic or a theocracy will adopt celestial government. You will select the next stability dynastic cycle of the dynastic cycle. You gain the renown, you gain the control, and this happens. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Most importantly, is my family title okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine and it's exactly where it always was. What do you mean they'll be converted into gold? Okay, some people are no longer valid for certain positions. We'll sort that out in a second. You can benefit by planning the next thing. I have to re-contribute to this. Alright, you're going to contribute. You're going to contribute. That's fine. Okay. Dynasty legacy. Do we want architected ancestry? I guess so. We're already there. Which one of these traits would I like? Oh, that's an interesting question. Which one would I like? I mean, obviously quick is insane because genius is insane. Fecund is one that gives you even more life expectancy. Some of these, they're just kind of like neat because you don't see them too much, like albino or giant. If we just go for more family, I'm going to go for fecund because we don't tend to have a lot of that. That seems to be weirdly a rarer trait, despite obviously being a trait that should be more common. Okay. Wait a second, did I also got this land over here? Oh, they just become your vassals. Oh, okay then. So there's no reason not to just, do that. I see. Yeah, okay. We'll transfer that vassal. Few champions. I kind of get the feeling something's going to happen soon. So let's just unpause for a second or two. There we go. After rain comes the sun. The lingering storm clouds have been dispersed, and a clear sky dawns over New You once more. I have overcome the trials set before me, and now none can doubt or dispute that I am truly heaven's chosen son. With the time of hardships behind us, I must chart a new course into the future, so that all might unite behind a singular purpose. Right, we're going to choose expansion. Yep. We'll work out what that means in a second. Okay. My daughter can marry. Yeah, okay. Gonna marry, I don't know, prestige gain that person. Sure. Right, that's all okay. So I can now do different things to the dynastic cycle, which I don't need to do anything with. So we're in a stable era. So, on dynastic cycle era start, the Son of Heaven chooses advancement or expansion, which we've done. Protectorate administration unlocked. So this is one where you gain merit per men at arms being recruited, and you can summon your liege to war. I see. Son of Heaven may use the Siege Hegemonic title, Tension, and Siege Hegemonic Duchy, Tension, Casus Bellis. Okay. Non-administrative vassals may openly declare wars against other vassals. Conquered duchies and kingdoms grant more legitimacy. Son of Heaven court salaries are up. Son of Heaven may appoint low merit councillors in court positions without progressing towards tension. Oh! So that's the punishment for putting people who are low merit onto your council. It's the fact that you would go towards tension, but when we were in charge, we were already in tension, and it doesn't put you towards division. Oh, so that's the punishment. That makes sense. Capital examination activity type can be hosted with the military strategist activity type, and the integrate title counselor task is disabled. Okay, and it increases max title men at arms here as well, and mercenaries cost more. Okay, I also just realized I have a ton of treasury now, for some reason. Okay. So if I want to replace my Imperial Censor with, like, this guy, I'm going to take a penalty, in theory. Or that's going to progress tension? Is that correct? Where does it say? It's going to be down here, right? Where are we? Seeing appoints a minister for rank lower than 3rd rank is plus 10. Alright. Well. Oh, and you can see them here as well, so. Do we actually even have any 3rd? We have nobody who's of any rank, basically. Yeah, so I'm going to appoint you. So, that's fine. What does that mean for tension? Did we just move towards it? Yeah, 10. Oh, you can see it here. Although it's 4,000 for tension instead of 2,000, which I think it was for division or not division. So, like, you've got more time. Okay, so that person's in there. Do I need somebody better in here? Not that worried about it, honestly. Yeah, most of these are fine-ish. I'm not really happy with any of them, but they're mostly fine. I think would be where I'd put that. Yeah, they're mostly fine-ish. Manage talent. Yeah, you're mostly fine. Okay. Our legitimacy is at 7, I guess because we claimed the Mandate of Heaven. By definition, we're at top. I don't think I can do another coronation. Or at least it doesn't seem to be implying I need to. Yeah, I don't see any other coronations, so I guess that's already done. So if I did this, I could leverage my stuff to add progress towards tension. So I actually don't care about this right now. Because I don't want to add progress towards tension, so I'm just going to take that away. I can push... Wait, push towards advancement? What do you mean push towards advancement? The next one isn't going to be advancement. The next one's going to be tension. Right? It can only be tension. It can't be advancement. So what do you mean push towards advancement? It would be push away tension when we get there. Right. That's fine. Okay. So this is all okay. Our plan, the thing disappeared. I can contribute to this. Did I not get somebody to contribute to it? Let me ask again. Let me go a little bit faster. There we go. Right, it's now re-contributed to. Sure. Let's go back in here. Projects. So, yeah, I can maybe do that, although it costs quite a lot. So it's suggesting that I should do, like, a campaign. I don't see why I would ever do one of those opposed to just declaring war if I can declare war. What's Capital Builder do? Prestige, and it gets... No yearly drift will occur in any stability dynastic era while this is the realm capital. What? Oh, for 20 years you get no yearly drift. That's pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. Need a little bit more to contribute. Or a little bit more to start that, but actually that is incredible. Yeah. We should think about that. Anyway, although yearly drift doesn't necessarily mean bad, right? Because there's got to be, yeah, there's positive yearly drift, although not a lot. But there is positive yearly drift. We also have our political movements again. And people immediately in some. Okay. So what wars can I declare? I can declare 14 wars. So I could be like, I'm declaring a war on you. What have I got? Siege de jure lands. Fair enough. Siege hegemonic duchy tension. Does that mean it would raise tension? Doesn't say that it would raise tension, but maybe it would. Is it in here? Right. So it's going to be one of these. It's fine. Loses realm capital in a war. I hope we don't need to worry about that one. Yeah, tribes of the steppe begin forming Mongol Empire. Well, that will be a potential issue at some point, but it's only going to raise it 50. Yeah, the horde attacks. Yep. Just going through here. Yearly drift. Son of Heaven has outdated men-at-arms regiments. Has less than 10 tributaries. Less than 10? That's a lot of tributaries. Okay. So you'd kind of want to keep some, almost. Uh-huh. Interesting. There's a lot that can push it. Like an awful lot. Uh-huh. Interesting. I'm just seeing what all of our other options are in here. So no, the fact it says tension doesn't seem to make any difference at all, because none of these are like you declare a war. So I don't know why it says tension. But anyway. Because that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Seize peripheral duchy. Well, what's hegemonic? So a hegemonic one is just a duchy of which you already control some land. Nope, don't control any land here. And peripheral is the same thing? So what's the difference between this and this? So you gain influence, you get the duchy and its vassals. Allies with merit get merit-based bonuses. Peripheral duchy gets you fame and merit-based bonuses. Oh. Okay, so they're like very similar, except one gets you like more fame and one gets you more influence. I can do all of these, I can do that, and then I can also do forced vassalization due to the dynastic cycle. Apparently. But that costs way too much, because vassalizing a kingdom is too expensive. Even with Bellum Justum. Okay. Well, it's also a large... Not only is it a kingdom, it's a large kingdom. Oh, I guess its size of the target realm doubled for that one. So if I picked another kingdom, like you, okay, let's say I wanted to, I can't seize your kingdom. You a kingdom? You're an empire. Maybe I can't seize an empire. Yeah, okay. Any other kings exist, or like oh, there we go, Kingdom of Lanka. Nope, because you're too far away. Kingdom of Angor. Nope. Wait, so why can I declare on you? Why can I declare that for you? Like, why is that available? Is it because he's de jure a vassal in... Is it because that's de jure part of the... That's part of the Empire of Tibet? I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. Okay. That's fine. Alright, I picked Japan here. Yeah, so it's a lot of tribute stuff. So what's the problem with there? They do not appear to board it. They do not board the realm with that of your tributary. So it turns out expanding is quite difficult because you can't get you can only really get duchies from most people. Except for you, apparently I can get a ton of stuff from you. Yes, I can also get claimants in, and claimants are the other way to expand. Now the second question is, do I even want to take his land? Because if I take his land, I then border Hindustan. Forced vassalization? Oh, how much is that? Excuse me? I just want to throw up something here. I don't know why we have this available. But can I show you something else here, which I think is interesting? So, that cost me 12,750. That, well, it does cost less, but you get vassalizing the kingdom penalty here. This is a larger realm, right? Yeah, this is a much, much larger realm, but we could conquer that whole thing. Weird. Very weird. What's the penalty? A fame penalty. Who cares? Additionally, you will lose a level of fame. Who cares? So, like, there's no penalty. I mean, like, here's what we get for level of fame, right? You can ignore the final line. Herd capacity does not matter at all. So the question is, do I care about, well, realistically, 2 knights and, like, maybe 15 opinion? Or am I actually, like, perfectly okay with that to get the entirety of Hindustan? I think I'm perfectly alright with that to get the entirety of Hindustan. That's an insane war. I'm kind of in. Like, I think that we've achieved our goals, mostly, for what I wanted to do right now. It doesn't appear to be anything else happening. Why should I not conquer Hindustan while they're falling apart? Like, they have no money. Yeah, they have no money. They're incredibly, incredibly, incredibly in debt. They're currently attacking somebody in a war, which is wild. We could just walk over there and take the whole thing. I don't understand why, entirely, why these two are the two that we can do stuff with. It must be something to do with them being in a kingdom that's near enough, right? It's got to be something to do with them being in the Empire of Tibet, right? Because they're both, that's the same thing that those two share. Like, it's got to be something with them being technically close enough, but I don't see any reason to just not absorb them. I'm trying to, like, talk myself out of it, but I think I've talked myself into it. Do it. Alright. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.